hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass back.
Coach, it is a beautiful night for football here in the Midwest as we are at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the second year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
50's the mile. On the yardage. On the yardage.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. General, west.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Danico Autry, his second sack of the night. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
56, right there, 56.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree
you're
totally.
The guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely. Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. To throw on second and 6. Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Next to score, Colts 7, Chiefs nothing. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard
line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And out across midfield down to the 45. 25 yards that time.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yellow.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hero 15. Hey, Riblin.
Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
Yellow. Single. Single in the slot. Hey, guys, I got 15. 15 is mine.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that will be incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Come on, guys, let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. The defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a give right side. Hines, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now it's Mack, draw play. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Brissett now. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First down, Indianapolis.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Tyrann Mathieu on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And the catch made by Hilton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. On first down, it's Hines, and he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On second down, it's Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Check, 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 check. The mic, boys, 56. Check, 56. Let's go, D.
On third down, Brissett. And he's got his man, Hilton. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Colts go. Use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Check, ready. Hey, hold on. Right there, 56.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll run here with Mack, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Brissett. Complete to Hilton. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes it.
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Darius Leonard able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. From the 38, Mahomes, flush to his right, gets this one to Hill, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Hardman. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Running on first down with Ware. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This one from 48 yards away. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
56.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Pete.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Temple, Rock Ya-Sin. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
A run by Mack to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Alert 3, alert 3. It's 3. Alert 3.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Let's go. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. Trucks over it. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Let's get it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brissett. They'll run the screen with Mack. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Anthony Walker in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and down he'll go at the 25. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the set. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Walker, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Let's go. Get him. Get him. 26, Mike. 26.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
They'll run on first down. Mack. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about Burton? These timeouts, they've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts. And
keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On second down now, it's Hines. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Ready? Here I come. I'm coming after you, 25. I'm coming after you, 25. Here I come.
Butt set. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Watch the run.
Brissett from the gun on third. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw, it's Mahomes. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Ready? Mike, here we go.
On 1st down, it's Mack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Shavarius Ward in on the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, it's Hines. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And it's 3rd down.
They run again with Hines. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Looking to run with Mack, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Vinatieri now for the point after. And that stretches the lead to 27.
The score, Colts 27, Chiefs nothing.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Second and 11 at the 47-yard line.
So this one winds up in Indianapolis.